Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Lichdom Battlemage. First things first, starting off with a bang here. We are going to check our journal. So last time I ended up beating the boss. Finally. Good grief, that took forever. But we got a new sigil from defeating the boss there. So we now have corruption. Corruption sigil causes the target to become infected with parasites. That's interesting. Spell's attunement will dramatically change how it behaves. So sigil power. On an apocalyptical hit, death of target of enemy fuels the sigil, allowing you to cast a swarm of locusts that will infest opponents upon a successful charged nova or galvanized block. Okay, so instead of like a wall like we get from other ones, it'll give us a locust swarm? That's weird. Destruction. Infects the target with one or more highly damaging living parasites that wait to hatch. After a certain amount of time, they will hatch on their own, causing the target to take damage for each parasite hosted. Add more destruction to increase the damage of the parasites. Add control to increase the incubation time, allowing for more parasites before manually hatching them. How do I manually hatch them? They hatch on their own after a certain amount of time? Maybe just extra damage or something? I don't know. And then add mastery to consume more mastery. Yes, that's mastery always does the same thing on a destruction spell. Control. Affects the target with both a damage parasite and a bomb parasite. The damaging parasite can be popped with a critical hit for some damage at any time. When the bomb parasite's incubation is finished, so I'm assuming that means it has to actually last the whole time. Target's death will release bugs that will seek out and then damage other enemies. Destructions to make this... or to make the damaging parasite and attacking parasites inflict more damage to other targets. Control to increase the chance they become super bugs, carrying whatever status was used to hatch them. And then mastery consumption. Mastery will mark a target with mastery. Infects with a damaging parasite that can pop on a critical hit. Creates a queen parasite. Queen parasite, if the queen parasite fully incubates, upon the target's death, a living hive spawns. This hive follows the player, emitting parasites that will hit enemies, marking them with mastery. Ooh, I like that. So if we magically get a queen, it's kind of weirdly worded. We'll have to play with this a little bit. But if we manage to get a queen, the queen can spit out other parasites that will just tag, like, put mastery on whatever enemies are in the area, it sounds like. That's kind of cool. Control makes the hive live longer. Mastery lets them put more mastery on infected targets. And then destruction is the amount of damage. Oh, and the mastery applied by the hive. Interesting. I kind of like this. This is a very, very different sigil from what we have already. The issue now is if I want to slot in corruption and equip it, that means we're going to have to sacrifice something else, one of our other three. Which is going to be interesting. So I got to figure out what I want to do sigil-wise. And when you unequip sigils, they stop gaining experience. Or you also lose all your levels. Really quick. So we also now have the ability to fast travel. I kind of want to go back to Old Drivasair and maybe kind of go through it a bit slower and experiment a bit more and explore a bit and see if I can find any secrets or anything that I missed. I very strongly suspect that I missed some things. I might do that off camera and then just record it so that I can show off anything interesting that I do actually discover. Assuming I do discover something. That's kind of cool. Okay, sigils. So now the tough choice of what sigils do we want? I like the idea of corruption for mastery. Fire is my only damage dealing ability right now. This is control. I could, in theory, make force also be control. Or kinesis, whatever, you know what I mean. Right now, this is the source of my mastery, though. I think I'm going to remove kinesis for now, and can we put corruption in instead? Yeah. So we're going to do that, and then maybe I'll reassess later. I think it might be worthwhile to replace... to use Kinesis to replace our ice, because Kinesis can have some interesting control capabilities as well. So we'll check this out.
You're doing well, Dragon.
Ooh.
So far.
Glad you're so pleased. I saw the echoes of the other dragon. What happened to her?
There have been many dragons over the years.
And you keep losing them?
I remember each one. But there is always a need for another.
So what made you choose me?
I looked for one with the ability to harness magic. I chose you, and you haven't disappointed me yet. The previous dragon laid the groundwork. You will succeed where she did not.
I didn't sign on for a crusade. I've got my own concerns.
As you wish.
Interesting. Really quick, I did think of one other thing. Huh. I was curious to see if I could turn off the screen shake, because I know that's a bit irritating, like for critical hits or when enemies are knocking me around and whatnot. Oh well. Okay, so let's actually take a look at our new sigil we got here. Corruption. So of our 3 abilities, so our main attack is just Corruptive Charge, Destruction Attuned, applies a parasite, bursts after 2 seconds, and deals 49 damage. So not a ton of damage, maybe? I don't know, 49. How much does fire do? 82 damage. Okay, yes. So pure destruction is not necessarily what I want for this. I think I want to build a mastery spell and equip that instead for corruptive charge. So our AoE, it looks like it's control focused. Yeah. Contagion Polyp. Applies a small parasite that bursts upon critical damage, dealing 39 damage. Oh, hello. That's not what I wanted. Targets are infected by a living bomb that matures after 10 seconds, and on death will spawn 10 bugs. The 10 bugs deal 79 damage and have a 26% chance to transfer elemental status effects. So, I want to use my Contagion Polyp, my AoE, and then do like a critical ice attack or something, and maybe that will spread ice to other enemies with the bugs. I don't know. We'll have to play with that. Oh, excuse me. We'll have to play around with that and see exactly how it works. And then Infestation Nova Mastery Attune applies a parasite, adds 100% mastery debuff. Critical hit will add more mastery. Targets will be infected by a hive that matures after 10 seconds, and on death spawns a hive. So they'll be infected by something, and then on, like, after 10 seconds, it will spawn another hive for 4 seconds, and the 4-second hive will spit out bugs that do mastery debuff. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna go maybe try to do a spell, craft a spell real quick for this, and we'll see if I can come up with something satisfactory. So, I will be back in just a moment with that, hopefully. Okie dokie, I'm back. I have crafted Infestation Lob of the Evoker here, so we'll see how that works out. I guess I haven't actually looked at any of these abilities right now, so... Oh, we've got actual parasites. That's kind of crazy looking. Kind of like the way this looks. Okay, and then my new spell, it is a mastery spell. And it's a lob, so I'm throwing a grenade. Yeah. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Shield is already full. We get an item here. Hooray! I like items. And let's maybe take a look at our scenery here. Kind of cool. I like the shattered moon that we have up in the sky there. I think that's kind of cool looking. And then, yeah, so welcome to the land of Skyrim. Who knows what sort of...
again. So, the griffin found a path.
Oh, is that the bird? That's the griffin's bird, isn't it? Okay, alright. Whatever.
You hear that? This is a bad place for you. Your magic is nothing.
Ah, and they exploded. Oh, hello. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? Oh, was that my hive? That might be my mastery hive. Glad there aren't any other enemies. I hear you. You're making noise. You're spitting out parasites. Oh, hello. Cool, so leveled up corruption, and we got an apocalyptical, so that's a thing.
You'll have to do more.
Alright, let's deal with our level up real quick. Faster charging, extra damage, or critical effect multiplier. I think I'm gonna go faster charging. I like the idea of being able to charge it up quicker, because that means I can apply more mastery to enemies and do even more damage with those mastery critical hits. Okay. So we've got a nice little area to explore here. Where do you want to send me, bird? Down that way? Yeah, okay, so we're definitely exploring here first. If there is anything worth exploring here. That tankard almost looks like it's hovering. Can't tell if that's actually hovering or not. Huh. Okay, another scroll. I guess we could check our journal. We probably have some stuff from the boss. Stuff in our journal. Journal entries from the boss. We fought the boss. Guard Sergeant's report. We read that already. Recruitment drive to force people into the cult, I guess. Cornered. We got that bastard Rogero cornered. His hour has come. He can tell me where my sister is, or he can burn. I'm not in a forgiving mood. Okay. And then an old debt. This time I was ready. I killed a demon, and a big one, too. Even better, I killed Rogero. I didn't get the answers I wanted, but at least he's no longer polluting the world with his existence. Maybe now I can get into that reliquary and make Shax wish he'd never laid eyes on me. Cool. So then Greyteeth is where we are now. So it looks like Drivasair was kind of the tutorial area, old Drivasair, so there might not be that many areas in the game. There's only 4 or 5. It's interesting. Okay. Shax has a hunting lodge in the mountains, and he probably gets away with murder up here. He does whatever he wants to whomever he wants, because who's going to stop him? Well, me, actually. The lodge will be full of cultists, but if that's where he is, that's where I'm going. Cool. And then Royal Proclamation is going to be what we just picked up, that scroll there. For his loyal and steadfast service rendered to the crown of Drivasair, we, King Cavasso III, do hereby award Count Fabius Shax the stewardship of the Lower Greyteeth Dominion, and grant him full authority to act on our behalf with regards to the villages of crown citizens and tribes of the Wendak Hillfolk. We hold every confidence that our most loyal Count Shax will steward the land with wisdom and insight, keeping it a strong pillar of the crown. Okay, so just how he came to be Count Shax instead of just boring regular Shax. curious to know if there's anything here that I can destroy or otherwise interact with. Also, fun little thing that I've noticed. If you hit plants and bushes and things with fire, they actually char and burn away. I think it has to be like an AoE attack, though. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Just a fun, goofy, pointless little side effect. So cool. Okay. Enough of that. Let's carry on, shall we?
Careful with that idiot. I attacked.
Okay. The game wants us to go to the right, so naturally I'm going into the cave. Ooh, nice. So our apocalyptical is just like a bunch of damage over time. Oh, okay. And then the parasite just bursts out of them. That's actually really cool. I'm liking corruption. I am liking corruption a lot.
Jax is using this. I assume for something horrible.
Okay, so we can break the glowing stalactites. Good thing to learn. And we're fighting actual living creatures now, not undead. Oh, that's so satisfying. I love just watching the... Oh, they're just gonna follow me? Oh, they've got fire. Look at some of those are fire. Okay, I'm really digging the corruption parasite spells. Doesn't look like there's anything we can do up here, and that's a shame. Oh well. Yeah, no, I'm digging the parasites. I like corruption. This is a lot of fun. Shield restoration. Our shield is full.
I've been keeping warm just thinking about Rogiro's death. Now all that's left is Shax.
That's why I'm here.
I thought nobody could hate him as much as I do.
I thought the same thing when he took my sister.
I like the Griffin's power. I wish I could teleport around like that. Sorry, this is just way too much fun, burning the bushes and things like that. Look at that. We do it to trees, too? We cannot. That's a shame. Stupid video games. Durr. So you're more shield. Game is giving us a lot of shield restoration. Huh. Kind of a cool looking lantern-y thing. It's got like a glowing crystal in there. Huh, it's interesting. Strange little detail. Oh good, the undead are back. It's awesome. Yeah, okay, so we get the hive thing that's just going to keep spitting out parasites for us. You have a glowing thing above you. What is that? Boy, this hive thing has a ton of range. That's really cool. These spell effects are just so cool looking. Sorry, I can't get over... Oh, hello. I can't get over how neat, like, the explosions and disintegrations and those sorts of things are. Okay. There's an item over here. I'll just grab it. I like loot. Cool, so it looks like there will be some stalagmites that we can destroy for items as well. Oh yeah, there's another one here. More of these glowy lantern things. Is this gonna spit us out? Yeah, okay. So this is the one that we broke earlier, and then down there is where we actually went, so up this way is where we came out from. So it was just a big loop. That's cool. Pop that. Boom! Oh, hello. There's a lot of you. No, wrong one.
You don't look like a dragon to me.
Just load you guys up with parasites. See what happens here. That's what happens. Oh, look at that. Yeah, and some of them have fire. That's so cool. I'm wondering if maybe I want to... I don't know. I like having Mastery as my main parasite thing. I'm wondering if Control might be more fun also. My parasites kill whatever was up here? Maybe? Oh, that person disappeared.
Look what walked in!
Your pain will be eternal. Feel my power.
I'm just gonna load this guy up with parasites here. Okay, so you have to let the parasites incubate in the host for 10 seconds or 6 seconds or however long it takes for them to actually incubate. I think it's around 10 seconds. And then after that, if I hit the enemy with a critical hit, that's when the parasites hatch and I get these cool glowy fireflies hanging out with me. So let's do that more.
I knew it'd be cold here, but this is unnatural.
No wonder Shax likes it. Is he here?
Well, his banners are flying, so yeah. Now the lodge is a fortress. I need to find a reliable way in.
Okie dokie, so he's going to continue scouting for us. Okay, well, we're at a checkpoint. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. So, yeah, we will carry on from this point in the next video. Thank you all for joining me, and may the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.